All right, ladies, so I'm gonna jump into this super quick, and it's really based on the title, which is many times people have no idea what they're spending money on or how they could be spending it more wisely. And to do this, I'm gonna make an analogy that's going to hopefully be very easy for you to understand. There are cars, there are guns, and there are houses, okay? Cars, guns, and houses. And they all cost different amounts. So, for example, you can get a Mazda Protege for like $2,000, or you can get like a Lamborghini for like $250,000. Here's another example. You can get a shack for like, I don't know, $10,000. I'm not necessarily sure how inexpensive the cheapest house is. Or you can get a mansion for like $10 million. You can get a little water pistol as a gun, or you can get, I don't know, the Rolls Royce of automatics out there. Okay, so let's get into this real quick. So when people talk about things in terms of fitness, they have zero idea what they actually need. So let me give you a little example. If you have 4 children, what makes more sense for you? The minivan or the Lamborghini? Who here thinks they need the Lamborghini? Raise your hands. Okay? If you're going to hunt a deer, do you need a water pistol or a rifle? Has anyone ever shot a deer with a water pistol? Again, raise your hand. Please tell me. I'll give you an award if that's you. Okay, how about this? If you have a family of 10, do you need a shack or do you need a mansion to live in? Is this very clear? So when it comes to fitness, I'm literally banging my head because I'm having conversation after conversation with people who say, I want to lose fat, I want to build muscle. Okay, what have you tried? And what they've tried is essentially what they've bought: cars, houses, or guns. Okay, remember, they range all over the place. So why is it that some things cost less and some things cost more, right? Think about this. Cars have 4 wheels. They take you from point A to point B. When you live in a house, they all do the same thing. They're providing shelter for you. Guns do the same thing. They shoot and a bullet comes out. So why is there a difference in price? And that leads me to, if we were to connect this to fitness, like, why is there a price difference in fitness? Because let me tell you, here is the problem with fitness. People have tried some stuff, they've gotten some results, then they go back and they try something else, then they get a little bit more results, but then maybe they regress after the program's complete, and the cycle continues. So they're not actually sure what it was that got them the results in the first place. Many people who struggle in fitness have no clue how to lose fat, how to lose weight. Someone here in the comments who's not one of my clients, I want for you, in 2 sentences or less, to tell me how you lose weight. Again, I want you to type into the comments, how do you lose fat, in under 2 sentences. What's the #1 thing to help you lose fat? Type in the comment sections now. How about this? What builds muscle? Can you guys tell me that one? I'm gonna guess 99% of you do not know how to burn fat or how to build muscle. Yet you're running around signing up for every free program that you see, but you're buying the wrong one. Right? So you have 4 kids, but you just bought the Lambo. Why the heck do you need a Lamborghini with 4 kids? You don't. You want to shoot the deer, but you brought the water gun. Why the heck would you buy the water gun in that scenario? You don't. If you have 10 kids in your family, why did you buy the shack and not the mansion? Is this making sense? Like, I know I'm trying to do these very basic correlations to help you guys understand this, but you would be shocked how many people I talk to on a daily basis are just not getting it. So if you're continually having to try new things or continually have to re-up with trainers and your results are going like this, haven't you had enough? Haven't you had enough of not knowing what to do? Of not having a clue and having to rely on other people? Does anyone understand how I can stay in a single digit body fat percentage all year round if I wanted to? And it's easy? It's because I know what causes results. I don't do any of these trends. I don't do any of these fads or restrictive diets. I don't pray to God that it will work out. I don't pay a trainer and hope that his program is gonna magically solve all my problems, that his will be different than all the other ones out there on the market, but I educate myself. So if you're here, if you found my page, that is why my program is so special. It is all about educating you to be sustainable and to be able to adjust your goals, whether it be fitness or nutrition, for the rest of your life, regardless of what phase of your life you're in, regardless if you're working out at home or in the gym, right? I'm filming this during the Corona pandemic, and so a lot of my clients now have shifted from training programs in the gym to their homes and have been able to do it seamlessly because they're able to make adjustments to their plans. When you're paying for stuff, regardless of how cheap it is, if it's the wrong thing, then why are you doing it? If you're going deer hunting and you buy a really nice water gun, it's cheaper, cool, but is it actually going to help you get the result that you want? Good luck with that one. You have 4 kids in your family, but you buy the Lambo. That's great. It's a badass car. But unless you're gonna put car seats in the trunk, good luck. It doesn't matter. So more of you actually need to think about what drives the results that you want, not the price that it costs to get there. Like guys, go type into Google. You'll find tons of free stuff on there. It's everywhere. But if this free stuff is wrong or contradicting, then who cares? Okay? If you go buy a car for $2,000 and it breaks down every 30 miles and it doesn't actually get you to your destination, it doesn't matter. What I truly don't understand is why we are so fixated on money, right? Truly, the price should not matter if it is giving you the result that you want for life. You have to stop thinking about the price or like, how is this different? Like, what do you mean, how is it different? Like, how are cars different? They all go forward when you push on the gas. Houses, you live in houses. Guns, they all shoot bullets. So when you say, how is fitness different? How is your program different? Well, do you know how to get results? Probably not, right? No. How about if I teach you how to get those results? Then you'll never have to hire another coach again. Do you have to continue to pay for programs if I teach you the instrumental steps in your training and nutrition programs? No, you don't. Can I teach you that for $47 and an email once a week? No, I can't. So guys, please understand, you can't pay me $47 or you can't transition over from a $47 program like your fighter diet or your hip burn or your Kayla Inglacia, who's killing it by the way. But you have to understand, you can't be pissed if my program is more money if what I'm giving you is significantly more than a 60-page ebook and then on your way you go, okay? You also can't have the life and the body of your dreams if you're only willing to pay the Mazda price, okay? Does that kind of make sense? You guys want the Lamborghini body, but you have in your head the price fix of a Mazda, and it's very difficult to deliver the type of attention and the intensive program that you need for that type of price. Again, there's nothing wrong with a Mazda or a Camry. I had a Camry for such a long time in my life, so it's just an analogy of different types of brands of cars. But what I want you to try to understand is you guys want the Lamborghini body. You can go out and get as many Mazdas as you want, but they're never gonna go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. I don't know, unless you put like a supercharged engine in there or something crazy like that. Is that making sense to you guys? So most people have no idea what they need in terms of their health and their fitness goals. And that's why they have such a hard time figuring it out. They're going to the gun shop buying a water pistol when they need a high caliber rifle. It doesn't come down to cost, guys. It never does. Things in your life come down to what you need and specificity. So again, if you guys go buy, even if it's cheap, but it doesn't solve your problems, you've wasted your time and you've wasted your money. And to be honest, as soon as you figure out what drives results in terms of your fitness, you're gonna have figured out the fitness industry. So many of you that I talk to are going around buying water pistol after water pistol after water pistol, and it's not helping you sustain longevity in your life. And even after having conversations with you and I tell you that you don't need that water pistol, you're like, no, but I really do want it. And I'll tell you, but is that really what you want? And you're gonna say, yeah, that's it. And so I will never tell you how to spend your money. I will never make a decision for you. But if you're very serious about your goals and you want individual attention to reach them, you have to be smart about thinking about the end in mind and what's gonna get you there once and for all. As my business is growing and I'm talking to more and more people, it's super frustrating when I give them these analogies and still it's like I've hit a wall with getting through to them, especially when I say what they're looking for is not going to work. The sooner you guys are able to make this connection and really understand the point that I'm driving home, the sooner you'll be able to acquire results for the rest of your life. I talked to a woman who signed up the other day who had truly been struggling for 15 years with this problem. Many times you guys are thinking so short term in terms of your fitness goals, and that's ultimately why you end up resorting to like a cheaper program for like a quick fix versus truly investing in yourself and being willing to take down your guard and really work on, the full picture, your mind, your body, and your nutrition. Now again, this is your life and this is your decision, but I've seen it so many times with people who get frustrated, who keep spinning their wheels, who keep trying different programs, expecting that finally one of them will work for them. And what's ironic is they keep buying these programs in the short term that even if they are lucky years down the road and time after time in trial and tribulations, they've probably spent just as much money on these cheaper programs than if they just purchased a full program with a certified healthcare professional to be able to provide the guidance that you actually need. So at the end of the day, my goal is to truly help people. And I truly believe that if you're spending your time and your money and your resources on things that are pushing you forward, that are actually going to improve your life, you're moving in the right direction. Because when you're doing the wrong things and spending your money and spinning your wheels on short-term fixes, you're going to get very frustrated if you don't get the results that you wanted initially. And this ultimately takes time and effort on really doing it right the first time. Does that make sense? I really hope it does make sense for you guys. What I would suggest is you need to learn. You need the knowledge. Think about it from this perspective. If you were a doctor and you had someone following you around every single day telling you what to do, what would happen if that person was no longer there, right? You wouldn't know how to treat your patients. You wouldn't know how to save their lives, right? So they have to become self-sufficient in their craft, just as you have to be self-sufficient in understanding your body, how to fuel it properly, and how to train it for everyday functions of your life. So if you need to go fast, get the Lambo the first time and stop paying for minivans like 30 times, hoping that eventually you'll break through. Does that make sense? All right, guys, that's all I've got in this video. I don't know, it's just confusing to me because people say they want certain results, but then when it's actually time to make the change, they get scared, they back out, or they're not willing to invest in themselves. And it's heartbreaking for me too on the other end because I know what they need and I'm willing to take them there. But I'll leave you with this. If you want the cheap stuff, you want the free stuff, just send me an email. I'll give you the links. They're out there, right? But remember, it doesn't really fix your problem. Because at the end of the day, you don't want what's cheap or what's easy. You want what is going to drive results. That's gonna actually fix the problem. Until you make that correlation, you're gonna remain stuck. You may have two different programs, they may be different prices, but they're certainly not gonna be equal in the value that they're delivering for you. Because if they were, we wouldn't have different prices for the cars and the houses and even the guns that we used in our previous examples. Specificity rules. And again, until you figure that out, you are going to struggle in fitness. Most people don't know what causes results. So anyway, at the end of the day, it's frustrating to me as someone in the fitness industry that keeps looking for something else to fix their problems because it's cheaper or it's easier than what is actually going to help them, right? Like, yes, your water gun will work with a water fight with your kids in the yard. The rifle will kill the deer. So again, if you go to shoot a deer with a water gun, it's just not going to work. Yes, I understand that the water gun is cheaper and it's easier to use, but anyone can get it and it's not going to work. And all I'll say is this, in terms of coaching and coaching credibility, because there tends to be tons of experts out there, the proof is in the pudding. Think to yourself a couple of things. Number one, is this person actually in shape? Two, does this person have real testimonials from real people that they've helped? Three, does that person seem to know what they're talking about? Four, how long has that person actually been in business? Five, how much money does that person make? Now you may think that that's kind of superficial, but how much money they make is a reflection of how successful they are as a coach. So again, I'll stop at my top 5 because what I think is important for you guys to remember is you need to figure this out. Your health is so important and you need to treat it that way. And if you pay for cheap crap and you don't do your homework and it doesn't work out, then you need to understand why it's not working. But no, it's not just someone ordering you around who's telling you what to do, because by them telling you what to do, they're not educating you why you need to be doing something or how to change it if and when that time comes. And the reason, guys, many things are cheap is because it's low effort after purchase for that person to actually invest their time with you. Does everyone understand why there's cheap stuff in the fitness industry? If I were to say to you right now, shoot me $47 and I will create a custom meal plan and training program for you, while that might sound appealing at first because you trust me and I've built credibility with you, unfortunately, say 6 months down the road, your life changes. Something happens to you. Your health needs change. You're expecting a baby. You're trying to lose baby weight because you were preparing for that child to come into this world. The plan that I prescribed at that very moment is not going to be the same that I would prepare for you 6 months down the road. So what you purchase at that very moment is going to be obsolete in a later phase of your life. Now, answer me this. Did you learn anything about me handing you this ebook? No. Did you learn how to adjust anything within the training or nutrition by just purchasing this ebook that gave you the prescribed plan? No. So again, if I order you around and tell you what to do, it's not effective of your time, of your energy, of your resources. And even if it was the best program on earth, because I have some pretty strong client testimonials, again, realize you're most likely going to gain that weight back after the elapsed time of that prescribed program because you don't know how you actually got those results. Again, I'm not knocking, trainers out there who do sell at, these cheaper price, these mass kind of generic bulk programs. But if you're someone who has a big problem, you need a larger, more specific solution to your individual needs. You're not gonna unfortunately get that with those types of programs, nor will you receive the level of support or accountability that's gonna keep you moving in the right direction over time. So again, if you buy a house, a car, and a gun, but it's the wrong prototype, the wrong model for you, it doesn't matter how cheap or expensive it is. It has to fit your needs. If you have a big family, get a big house. If you have 4 kids, get the minivan. If you're gonna kill a deer, I think you know where I'm going with this, get the right equipment. Does that make logical sense to you guys? The rifle is actually more expensive, but it's what you need. The minivan is less expensive, but that's also what you need. So instead of worrying about price or what's the cheapest or easiest thing to do, think about what you actually need. And if you don't actually understand what drives results in the fitness industry, which is approximately 99% of the population, you need knowledge and you need education. You don't need a cheap program that's gonna tell you what to do. Knowledge is up here, and that's what you need, okay? And when you start making that transition, life is going to get so much easier for you because you're no longer stuck, because you know what to do and you have a plan. And again, once you have that knowledge, guys, you're set for life. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.